Allie. I'm a senior at UNH and I'm a psych major. Something that makes me feel kind of unique is that I'm a triplet and that I grew up with two other sisters who were not identical, but were compared to each other a lot, and it's very competitive in my family. So I think that kind of really shaped me to be the person I am growing up. So they both went to DePaul University in Chicago at first, but then Sarah transferred to UMass Lowell. Lauren's an English major and Sarah's civil engineering, and I'm psych. So we're all, very different people. I had a lung removed like a week after being born because of complications, because we were born early, because we're triplets. So that's affected my life a lot. So we were born premature because pregnancy is obviously, a big deal and really harsh on the body, and having 3 babies instead of 1 is a lot harsher. And so they induced labor 2 months early because of complications, and the lungs are the last to develop. So mine wasn't ready. I was the runt, I guess you could say, and one of them collapsed and wasn't working, so there was a lot of big surgeries.
How has not having 2 lungs impacted your life?
Well, it's definitely impacted me physically in sports. I did grow up playing a lot of sports. I played soccer, I ran cross country and did track and all that stuff, but long distance running was never something that I could really achieve. I ran cross country and all these things, but it was always it was very difficult to actually run the long distances. Physically painful, and the scars from the surgery, they kind of grew with me. So I have one starting just about here, and it stretches around my side to my shoulder blade, and then I have another one right there, and then one more up a little higher. And the amount of scar tissue I have on the left side, it's not the same as muscle tissue, so it doesn't stretch as well. So it can be physically painful to run long distances and put a lot of strain on my my respiratory system. And when I get stressed out, I kind of tense my muscles, and I get a deep pain on the left side where they took it out. If I ever got pneumonia, that would be extremely serious. But I've every time I tell someone about this, they're always kind of shocked. And then they're I'll get a cold a week later, and they'll I'll cough, and they'll be are you okay? No, really, I don't even, I forget sometimes that happened, I guess. It's just completely normal. So when we were little, probably around 9 or 10, one of my sisters turned to me and she's sometimes I think my life's bad, and then I look at you and see that you only have 1 lung, and then she's oh well, then she's well, my life might be bad, but you might die at the age of 30, which is not true. I'm totally fine. Pope Francis only has 1 lung, he's fine. But that when I was little, I was just oh my god, I never even thought about that. But even though being a triplet has its drawbacks, so my 1 lung situation, they're still they're part of who I am. We're a set of 3. Things aren't the same unless we're together. Once you're all together, everything's just so quick, and everything just fits right, and they're just a really big part of who I am as a person.